Hello. Okay. We are back. Streamlabs updated and fucked everything up. I'm glad I figured it out. Yeah, we are here. We have cat. We have kitties. Let me move this. So, I will probably be yelling at her at some point because she likes to climb on things. But yeah, we're at the point where we gotta get this shit done, or Maya is dying of dehydration, starvation. Dehydration probably first. So yeah, part 4. We're at the trial. Oh, isn't that same ringtone? Huff huff. Grr, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, I am the judge. What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Oh shit. Ouch. I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. March 23rd, 9:43 a.m., so it's early. Phone. Beep. Oh. Hello, this is Phoenix, right? You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Why the fuck would you do this? Oh yeah, it's his cup of gravy. Haha. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Grr. Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. Maya. Phoenix. Phoenix. Oh, Mia. Surprise. Maya. How's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what? What am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. Alright, Mia. Alright, yeah, let's go win the soccer game. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. Oh. Phone. Ah. Is that a cursed on guard again? Beep. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. Oh. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Oh, okay. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry. But right now, we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial's over. Until the verdict is handed down. We're gonna do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard and the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all we got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have some money. You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. I don't know. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. Alright, Gumshoe. We're waiting on you. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion on Mr. Ungard. And then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client so to speak, is Madame Guard. What a surprising turn of events! I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya is safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Ooh. And now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Oh, okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendants?
Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please. You don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh no, it's starting. The judges make me yawn. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to testify about when you went to Mr. Ungard's room.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Low voices make me yawn. Okay, visit to Matt's room. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night. I couldn't make them wait for me. Aww. So considerate, Mr. Powers. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
If one assumes that the person Mr. Ungard was speaking with, was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? We'll reveal his trap card. Okay. The defendant's room. Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright! What is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? He's like, I know how this goes. He's like, I know how this goes. I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time?
Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry. So he went to the defender's room and then? Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Still in the costume. Are you sure that it was Matt on guard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room?
Well, he was in a bellboy's uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do. In not Japan, Japanifornia.
So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think.
I guess if we did that night. So, who are these for the sake of the court? I guess since Phoenix was one of them. So, who are these guests you're talking about?
You guys, of course. You, Maya, and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you.
Aw.
So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
It's like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Okay. So what do I... Matt was standing there in front of his Michael samurai costume. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. First I thought it was the bellboy. Gave up and went back. Okay. So I went by myself. While I was standing there. Still in Nickel Samurai costume. On guard, Karela. Still in the costume. Let's check. Well, the bellboy's not there. So
talking with someone. Here, I'm gonna press this again. And first, what do you mean by that? Normal bellboy, but why is that? I think that, Mr. Wright. I did feel something weird. Because Matt gave the bellboy a tip. Okay. Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Powers, please amend. Oh. How did. Okay, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? That's weird. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Oh, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. Oh yeah, he looked like a teddy bear, Mr. Nick. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. Let's go for the face. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy. He was more like an old gramps. Ahem. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there is a line of stitches. A line of stitches? Yeah. It went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuffing in his head would come spilling out. He was there, at On Guard's house. He was that butler! And somehow he, capitalizes on people being too polite to point out how suspicious this man, the Stitches guy is, the killer. That they're just like, okay, there's this obviously suspicious guy, but he looks very clean cut, well dressed, well spoken at least. So you just kind of like, alright. Just, this guy gets a pass, I guess. Nothing, Your Honor. So that means On Guard was talking with the killer. Then, if that fact were to be exposed, On Guard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? Huh? What did you just say, Your Honor? Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. I think I have to ask again. And talk about the tip. It's okay. Blah, blah. Okay, we're going. Now the tip. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much?
Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. Oh, he's dealing with cash. A roll of cash. Oh shit. Oh well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. I guess object? Wait, what? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. The defendant is a superstar. Oh, okay. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash simply by bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash, for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Carida.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley, the Killer?
He is the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. What are you doing? Khaleesi? She's so weird. Look at this weirdo. She's licking her side. You side licker. I don't know what that means. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when I saw that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean,
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now.
Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly to Keller. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
This is no laughing matter. Get your shit together, Phoenix.
Ain't that always the way? Excuse me. And what time was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So like 8:15? Yeah, okay. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time? Faster pooper than me. You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? So sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Yeah, undeniable. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So, which room did the bellboy come out of?
The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, alright. Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? So that he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers... Let's try to pull the last one. Oh my god. Yeah, because if we let it pass, then like, okay. Topic over. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really, really is. There really, really isn't.
If you are done... If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Okay. Grr, Edgeworth. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Ugh. Allergies are kicking my butt right now. I'm sniffling. That's why I was like, that's why Mr. Powers sounds so stuffy. The proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Hey, please don't be so quick to judge. But it's kind of a power... It's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief. Shit. Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent. They're both different rogue archetypes in D&D. I miss D&D. I haven't played in so long. That's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us. But he really is the assassin, you know? Yes, but we can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one. Of course, otherwise say room. Okay. Okay, so if he left, he could have delivered. Okay, he could have delivered the juice, which I guess. Okay. Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and... So, a baseball... Phoenix, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Gulp. Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. Here's the juice. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Karida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here,
Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Karida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
What if he did it before? But can you prove that Mr. Karida was already dead at that time?
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I am terribly sorry.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed?
What?
I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Fucking what?
What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
Phoenix. All he can think about is sports. So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying that all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather?
Gulp. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself I can't believe he was just another bellboy.
It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Ooh. Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident.
Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Or is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the okay. From from the door of the bathroom with my left eye, and a sort of sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying.
Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know.
I said, hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. Huh. I should probably ask one question at a time. That's the person inside. So, who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. Well, it was Mr. On Guard's room, correct? So it could have only been Mr. On Guard himself, I'd say.
And then, what did the bellboy do after that?
Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. On Guard's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall. Went in there, and who knows after that, right? Yeah, I do. Here, let's finish the rest of this questioning. Then I went to the bathroom, back to my seat. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was just as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Ugh. Talk about a lose-lose situation. Elaborate, blah blah blah. I'll ask about this something. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something? Ha ha ha. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, now would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item to some sort of person some sort of person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This this is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see. I think it was no. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. Wooden statue? Oh. Okay. Fine. A statue? Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him.
You're gonna have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Okay. Whoopsie doodle.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is gonna happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw, was it this item?
Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt Ungard's mansion.
At the defendant's house.
Whoopsie.
What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Carrera in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Ungard's mansion would mean.
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ungard is the killer's client.
Yeah. Order, order. I said order. Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it's clear that there's no need for us to continue this trial. No.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull?
Uh-oh. Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? I guess the testimony? There's one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. You gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of. Oh, okay. Did he remember? Well, what is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. That's convenient. Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But the arm. It was a nickel samurai's arm, I swear it. You've gotta be kidding.
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Knuckle Samurai. Could it have been Adrian? It could be Adrian. Order, order. It looks like you dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt on guard is a Nickel Samurai.
But also, Adrian had a costume. Thanks to the events, we've made that all the clearer. What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help! You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry! No. I'll bring this oh. Your Honor. Again, Mr. Wright? We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright.
Edgeworth, come on, dude. You actually like Maya, I know that. I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. Yeah, I feel like I need a... What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what question point should we... Did I choose this one earlier? Mr. Powers' testimony, of course. Huh? I know that my testimony was kind of shaky, but...
Your inanity stupefies me, Mr. Wright. We have already clarified all questionable points during the cross-examination just now.
Ark.
Wasting time like this, calling the testimony questionable. I'd say it's your head that's questionable here.
Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, the bear itself. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright? This was found at Mr. Ungard's mansion. However, Mr. Ungard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ungard who took this bear to the mansion. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. So, Edworth?
You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it as clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at On Guard's mansion.
Yeah, this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer.
The killer and On Guard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at On Guard mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to the On Guard mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? No. I think we've heard enough. No. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion. As well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in this room. Everything has become very clear. Client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt On Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edworth has stated is the truth. Here. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do? Obviously raise an objection.
Objection!
Nope. There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Okay. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin in costume. Reason two, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is using a different person is the killer's real client. Making some bullshit. The real client? Yes.
Tisk tisk. Is that all you have?
Yeah. Okay. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? I think we have to pin it on Adrian. I don't like it, but Adrian.
Take that!
Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt On Guard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Ah! Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been Miss Andrews. Oh shit. But what about Mr. Ungard? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figurine at Mr. Ungard's mansion? It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides with, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go as far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this one fight I can't give up on. Order, order, order. All disrupted parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
Oh, I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, it's lunchtime, kinda. It's almost noon.
Ha, ha, ha. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
I swear this demon will pay.
Mr. Nick!
Pearls? Where's Mia?
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
Really strong power? Had to be Mia! Maya!
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? How you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time! If we had just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya has been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent. Huh? A tent? I could see a circus tent. Oh, it's Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Oh, they're near the circus! Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. Maya's somewhere within a 300... Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry. And? I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe. Oh, whoop, that's not Gumshoe's voice. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like it was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. That old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Still a problem to this day. Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Oh no. Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have. Well, no, that's not her voice.
Of course I have.
You have seen it before?
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
All right. Why? Why does she... A bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
Alright.
Hold it!
A puzzle?
That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough.
To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
Hold it!
So you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right, and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting. What the hell, Judge? Yeah. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Judge, what the fuck? Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. Open it. I think he's lost it.
So, what did you find after you take the puzzle apart?
Hold it!
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, or so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt that there are that many people with this same bear in this country.
But this looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same once it's been broken.
Hold it!
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. On Guard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. Yeah. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please.
Oh, All eyes are on Miss Andrews now. She solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. I wasn't pressing A during that. Click. I have opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? Looks like a note. Oh. Is that Celeste's note?
I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
The suicide note.
The suicide note left by Juan Carita's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carita himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did.
I heard all about it from Juan.
When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note's been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it's only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note out loud.
Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her notes, Celeste Impax left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ungard. About being engaged to Carita and Ungard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. And that's all Miss Impax had to say.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungard.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word.
That Ungard values, above all else, is refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Yeah. It's Ungard's fault that woman killed herself, and this time he went so far to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. Oh, terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slam-bot lawyers out there who defend these creeps too.
Shit. There is no room for doubt here. Mr. Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note, And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
Oh, Beans. Why are you crying, Beans? Let me grab her. Here, you can play the part of Shoe. You have to wait your turn, though. Hey. You cannot escape from me. I love you. I love you. Okay. Go play with Khaleesi. Go, that's like saying go play with knives. Go play in traffic. When it's actually your Auntie Khaleesi. Although, here, she's sitting right in front of her, just staring down at her. Beans wants to be friends with Khaleesi so bad, but I don't think it's gonna happen. No, 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 do not get on that thing. I put the box there for a reason. No. No, Khaleesi says something like, you don't get away with climbing on stuff either if I'm here. Oh, Beans. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry! Oh, lordy lord. Does it matter? I hope it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna miss the note.
Objection!
Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. Looks like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Ungard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. That seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Kurita until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Madame Guard could not have known what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought of it rather strange. The kitties. Look, no, the killer is the kitties. The kitties. She's a sharp kitty. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry. She's not happy about it. So no one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. But what if he did know what it said somehow? I don't know. Order, order, order. Every time he says that, I'm just like, alright, I'll take the chicken tender meal. The side of fries and a Diet Coke. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Oh shit. Oh no, it's here. I was like, did he take it? So, Matt on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And? The victim, Juan Carrilla, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt on guard. Order! Order! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You. Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. No comment. Well, sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was stuffed in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt on guard's fingerprints were on there? Well, it's into his house. Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? She's doing something. You better not be doing what they do. So what am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ungard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Did I choose the wrong thing? Hey, now that's what's on mommy. Is that man? Just stop. Don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so nasty. Phoenix! She must pay for her crimes. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're going to do next? What I'm going to do next? Was running away like a frightened child were? No. Stay away from the wires. Dream will be cut short. Why are you biting me? Stop. I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting a lid on this case. But in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Oh, hey. No. I either hold you or you don't bite me. You can't have it's like you can't have both. You go. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded. Oh. Beans. I know you. Ah! Ah! No! 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 Well, if you didn't bite my toes and I wouldn't accidentally squish yours. Okay. For not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Please. You're being a little bitey poop face. I'm gonna go put you with Khaleesi. Alright. I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to... Obviously, I have to present something. I guess the puzzle box? The figurine? Or... the bear? Can I figure out what needs to be looked at? I guess I'm gonna present the figurine. Hello, hello. First time chat. I was distracted by cat earlier. I have an objection, Your Honor. The weakest objection ever. Yep. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. What are you... Yeah, look. Here is the culprit. Oh. She's left. There is the white one. Over there. You're not going to bite my toes, little kitty. Or my wires. Here, ouch. She wants to... Ow. She is like actually... It hurts. It actually hurts. Here's Kitty. Evil Kitty. You're beginning to sound a little desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, This is not like you at all. Question mark? Let me love you. Let me love you. Stop fighting. Do not fight. What? You want to murder me? Are those the eyes of murder? Her eyes were pitch black. I was like, are these the eyes of murder? In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said?
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. There's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. I guess it's the figurine? Because he didn't know how to open it. Only Adrian could.
Take that!
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. But I think the item that should be examined is the defense's gray matter.
Whoops. Ooh. Think of a few things. Uh-oh. Whoops. Man, it made me think it was the right one. Okay. Just in case. Okay. Okay, stop being mean. Okay. What did... Is it Celeste's photo? Yeah, let's see.
Take that!
I don't. Nope. Okay. Okay. What? This piece of evidence. Would it be the bear?
Take that!
That doesn't look right. You only know if the music stops playing. Okay, what did he forget? Examine this. I'm thinking now the transceiver. So would he want to offer this transceiver? The transmitter?
Take that!
No. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Credit card receipt. Green note. Okay, I'm gonna try the transceiver.
Take that!
Nope. Dang, okay. Look at my badge. Is it the note?
Take that!
Okay, yep. Alright, got it, finally. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? Oh. Bringing it into question. Oh, the kitties are doing something cute. The kitties. She's silly. I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh! Is it another fake? Or is it a fake? Did they encounter? I felt like they found a fake one earlier. Oh. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed. I'm pulling out some more bullshit. Okay. She cut the judge off. Mr. Wright, are you saying this suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you're the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you?
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Objection!
But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
I recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Ah, okay, I'm going through another pair of glasses. That's gonna get expensive. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt On Guard. I did no such thing.
Objection!
Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Objection!
Go fuck yourself, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, you're the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. It usually does, but in this kangaroo court of a game, the defense has the burden of proof somehow. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting is yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
Fuck. That's impossible.
This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. One more day without burgers. Burgers and ramen. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and the defense further investigate. Handwriting announces my butt. That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. Vanguard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I'm not even pressing the button anymore. I think we've reached the end of a line. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty. Again.
Oh! Is that Gumshoe?
What is that sound? It's Gumshoe! Hello? Gumshoe? What's with him? And what's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there's some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty! Okay. Gumshoe? So many guilties. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch.
Take that!
Mr. Edgeworth? Please, you gotta buy us some more time.
Court is in session.
Okay, so like he heard him. And okay. She was sitting close to a wire and I was concerned. So I think Edgeworth is going to play along.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying?
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
This time, I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Shit.
Come on, Phoenix.
Objection!
Oh, Edgeworth!
Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain results in 30 minutes?
We'll do a quick test.
The quick COVID test.
I believe we can, Your Honor.
So wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and reconvene tomorrow? No.
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That is all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Oh shit. Okay, now it's 2 o'clock.
Right. Well, what's going on with my situation?
Okay, I'm liking Edgeworth more and more lately.
The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Ugh.
Oh!
Report.
Ah, is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away.
Few things?
Can we use any of them as evidence? Ho ho ho, I just thought you'd ask, pal. I got the things he left with me right now and I'm on my way over. Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Oh, God. Okay. Hoping this phone call happened at the beginning of the break. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Alright. Just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Gumshoe, no.
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me.
No one can stop me. Oh, shit. What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen.
Well, if there is a way, we can find out where he is. And then we can stand a chance.
Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get in an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? Of course there's a way. That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. Wasn't it the... Where's the bug sweeper? can we find him? Oh, wait. I think it has to be Francisca, right?
Take that!
Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like... Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
Yeah, like literally, she's our final hope. And I don't. That's not a good feeling.
Francisca, will she even want to help us?
Edgeworth,
What is it?
I don't have the right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
Okay. My throat is getting kind of sore now, doing all the voices. But, oh boy, that's getting spicy. But, I'm gonna end things off here for now. Next stream will be, we're gonna play more Tears of the Kingdom. 'Cause, you know, we need more of that. And I'm working on a new Pokemon team for competitive. I'm trying my best right now. Because I totally got burned out on it late last year. And I want to get back to it because it was fun when it lasted. But hey, I'll get there eventually. In the meantime, I will say good morning. I'll end things off like I always do by saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, good luck, good riddance, and stay safe. And of course, we save twice for good luck here, just in case. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for the new people stopping by as well.